Well, I first would like to thank the fans. I think there was about 7,000 or so there, but they certainly made a lot of noise. I was pleased that we were able to give them reason to make some noise as well, so that was good. Very pleased with the offense overall. I thought EJ did an outstanding job in the football game. I thought our rushing game was really on target. Really pleased with that. The block punt and the special teams was a big play in the game, naturally. I was pleased with the special teams. Our defense continues to play pretty well. So as a football team, we just keep getting better. And Jake Bates, I'd say, anytime he goes on the field, he gets a roar. So that's pleasing. He deserves it. He's a good kid. But anyhow, the last thing I just want to say is the general manager, Lionel Vitale of Houston, as well as CJ, are very close friends of mine. And one of the things I just love about this league are the people that are involved in it. And those are two of the finest people that you'll ever meet. And they're darn good at their jobs as well. A year ago, I think they were 0-2 when they started, and they ended up being a pretty stout football team. I believe they'll be the same this year, to be perfectly honest with you. When they get the running back and things like that, believe me, they got a few losses right now, but it wouldn't surprise me if they're 7-3 when it's over. That's a really good, well-coached football team. So, but again, two close friends of mine, and I'm glad I'm in the same league with them. What we got?
Hey, Coach. Mike Bell, Alternative Football Network. The first 2 weeks, kind of some weakness on the left side of the line. I noticed very early Ryan Pope came out of the game. Was there an injury there? And also, I thought Jared Horst did a great job. Could you speak to the offensive line today?
Yeah, I thought the line did a good job. Look, we were 36 carries for 124 yards, I think, on offenses running the football. That says a lot about it. And plus, I don't know how many sacks we gave up today. Does anybody offhand know? Or I don't even know how many we got. But nonetheless, I thought the line did a good job. 0? Well, there you go. All right, 124 yards and no sacks. We'll take it. All right, that was pretty good, especially after last week's performance. Pope injured his shoulder, so we'll see. But that's why the change was made. Although Horst is, all along, it's kind of been, when are we going to get him in there? Because he's a good football player, and he did a good job today. Extremely tough individual, mentally and physically. And so I'm really glad. But that's what happened. That's why he got in. But the line, I thought, did a great job. Really happy, for that. That's to build their confidence.
Hi, Charles here on City Media.
Charles, I see you every week, Charles.
Yes,
twice
definitely.
a week. Yeah.
Regarding EJ, seeing how his play this went to another level, how much do you think this has helped his confidence going forward?
I hope it's done a lot for him. He really had a good game and a complete game. He not only threw some good balls, but he also ran for a little bit when it opened up. Good decisions on his part. There's always plays left on the table, but today was definitely a winning effort in what he did, and a huge part of why we won the game. And I think he managed the offense extremely well also.
Jared Ramsey with the Free Press. We talked during the week about kind of the slow starts during the first 2 weeks, and then today you score on 6 of your first 7 drives.
Did we?
Yeah.
Thanks. I love coming in here. I get all the stats that I couldn't figure out myself. Good.
Can you just talk about the offensive game plan and what worked for you guys today?
Well, there was a lot of intention in trying to run the ball, but you can start, but you got to stay with your plan, and sometimes, teams do get talked out of it a little bit, but we stuck with it today, and it proved to be very beneficial to us. But I thought the offense did an outstanding job. I really did. I thought throughout the game, they kept their composure. I think we had one penalty there at the end of the first half, maybe where the clock stopped. It was a time, but other than that, it was a pretty clean performance on the offensive side of the ball. Yeah.
Sorry. Hey, Coach. Okay. Mike Mueller, BCP Plus. COC Mariner was in his first game today. He had that big conversion attempt and a big catch later on in the game. How easily has it been to get him into the offense, and what do you see as far as moving him into a bigger role in the future?
Well, I'm sure you're aware, we've had some injuries at the wide receiver position. Last week, matter of fact, Marcus didn't practice all week, and then today he hit another, as he does. He got a long one, which was great play. Ross is on IR, so we lost some guys, so picked him up. Look, I'll be perfectly honest with you, I didn't see that coming. Because all we've done in practice, even last week when we were banged up, we really backed off on practice and tried to just get our guys fresh for the ball game. So I didn't really see too much out of them. I did not see enough to say, boy, I knew he was going to do that today. I'm not going to tell you that at all. But I was very pleased in what he did. He plays very aggressive. which is good for a wide receiver. You know, he's not shy about getting the ball in traffic, and he made quite an effort. He almost broke the thing if he had just one more tackler got him, but he looked a little bit like what Marcus did on his. So anyhow, really pleased with that. That's a big shot in the arm for us. If he can come through like that week in and week out, that'd help us, because we lost. You know, Ross is a good player. We're down, and Marcus is banged up, so that helps us. I mean, that's a real bonus. I hope that's every week. That was really nice to see. He's got a good story too. You guys ought to ask him right before he signed with us. I'll let him tell you. Yeah, he is kind of interesting.
Time for a couple more questions. Right there,
Coach David McDonald, the Pitt Media. I wanted to ask you about Bryce Torrendon, the game he had on defense and special teams, especially in the first half.
Bryce is, you said Pittsburgh. Is that where you're from, Pittsburgh?
No, the Pitt Media.
The Pitt,
Sorry about that.
Okay, I missed it. All right, I was going to say, because Bryce was with the Pittsburgh Maulers last year. Anyhow, Bryce is a really, really good football player, and I'm really excited. We got him in the supplemental draft. Really excited he's on our team. He's a complete football player. He does everything you could ask for in the special teams. I think he's on he's on every unit. I think he's a 4-core guy. He's on both the punt and the punt return, kickoff return. And so as a football player, usually if a guy is a starter, which he is, and he plays nickel, which is one of probably the most fun, but also a really instrumental position in playing good defense, because he's kind of a linebacker / DB. He's got to cover little fast guys, but yet he blitzes a lot, things like that. So wears a lot of hats, and I can't think of a better guy to do that job than him, because he's such a smart football player, takes coaching extremely well. I mean, of all the people that I've been around a long time, I mean, you tell him one time, and I'll be doggone if he doesn't do it, and it's noticeable in his play. But extremely tough guy, and really glad he's on our squad.
Last question right here.
By the way, I think the block punt was Kedrick Whitehead. Yeah, okay. You guys knew that. Again, I should have asked you.
All right,
Yes.
sorry about that. Cameron Gill with Detroit News. So, Coach, you talked about the home crowd, and going back to last year, you guys had 4 straight home games, and you lost all 4. You were able
Thanks,
to win.
I appreciate that.
No,
Yeah.
just a good
That's quite
recap,
a
you
deal.
know. But you were
Was
able
it
to
3?
win.
I think we lost 3. Did we lose all 4?
You lost all 4.
All 4. Oh, yes, we were 2 and 4. That was nice.
Yeah, but you guys were able to win that home finale last season, and coming into this season, you're able to take 2 out of 3. So, in terms of team confidence or whatever, how does it feel? You know,
So
being
we've already
able to-
tied last year's record. Is that what you're telling
No,
me?
you've already passed
We've
last
already
year's
passed it,
record.
surpassed it. That's
Yeah.
right. We've got one more. Look, at the home field advantage is something that you want to have, but you have to win at home to have that advantage. So, as you well know, we're just 1-1 or 2-1, whatever. But we're 1-1 at home. 2-1 at home. It would be it'd be nice if that continues. You know, we'll take a break after this week, and we'll have a couple more left. Is all we have. But you know, you always also want to be a good road team. But nonetheless, it's key. And it makes it more fun. You know, when the guys come out and the crowd's getting into it, and you know, Jake's kicking his field goals, and we're playing good offensive defense. It's a lot more fun than the opposite. But it's always, like I said, it's always a shot in the arm if you're good at home. It just feels better.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you all. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
EJ, you had a very efficient day overall, both through the air and on the ground. Can you just talk about what you were seeing from the defense and how you were feeling executing the offense?
Yeah, it's a product of all 11 guys on the same page. Everyone kind of working together, and we had great protection, great route running, great running from our running backs, and it was a good day.
Mike Bell, Alternative Football Network. EJ, seemed like in the first couple weeks you were forcing more throws. Today, obviously more efficient. Was your internal clocking kind of more in sync today?
Yeah, I think it's just a product of getting better each week. Each guy coming together, growing as a team, and when this confidence builds and we start to gel more and more, productivity and efficiency goes up, and it's great to see the results on field, and we need to do that again next week.
Jared Ramsey at the Free Press again. Marcus, you had another big explosive play this week. You were able to turn 4-yard hitch into a 66-yard touchdown. Can you just walk us through that play and how you're feeling against the UFL competition, being able to break these big plays?
I'm feeling good. It was really credit to my quarterback, EJ, man. He bought some time, and he found me, and once he got me the ball, I just made a couple people miss and got to the end zone.
your speed makes you stand out in the UFL, being able to break big plays like that?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think speed is probably my biggest attribute, and I just try to use it any way I can.
EJ, in weeks 1 and 3, you've had 4 rushing touchdowns, all in the same exact end zone. Are you starting to feel like a sense of being at home in that particular end zone?
Yeah, absolutely. I try not to score in the other end zone, running, and just try to throw it into the other end zone. Hopefully at the end of the year we can see if we can be successful at that.
David McDonald, the Pit Media. I just wanted to tell Marcus you made 6 people miss, and 5 of them were on the turf.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Anything else for these guys? Good. Ready for your turn?
Yeah, I got another one. EJ, can you talk about what it was like when you got subbed off for that 3rd series for Danny, and then you came back and you led that last-minute drive down the field to get the field goal before halftime? Can you talk about what it was like to step out of the game for Danny and then be able to come back and not really miss a beat and lead that drive?
Yeah, Danny's awesome. He's a tremendous quarterback as well, and it's just a mindset of staying ready and being involved and knowing the game plan and the offense so that whatever play is called, you execute it, and that's kind of the mindset you stay in. You don't try not to think about anything else that's going on except what the play that's called and how you're going to execute it.
EJ, Marcus, thanks for your time.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.